Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of The Cognitive Entrepreneur. It is a beautiful day out here. I've just started my diet. It consists of strictly onions, strictly ham. People don't realize that onions and ham, you can live off that and nothing else. You will gain muscle mass, stamina, fluid thought process. These are things that all the scientists are raving about is this onions and ham diet. I feel like I've increased my brain strength by about 17% with these onions and hams. It's doing wonders. I have been having stomach cramps, but that is a small price to pay to have mental fluidity through the onions and ham. So I completely recommend that you get on this diet. Yeah, I feel like a new man. I feel like a stronger man. Just to give you a little bit of an update, I am still on the ham and onions diet. Like I said, it's increased brain fluidity. It's increased cognitive interpretation. It's done wonders for me, this ham and onions diet. The only issue that I've had with it is that I've had colossal stomach cramps. That is one issue with it. So I've cut the onions out of the diet, and so now it is a strictly ham diet. I'm eating strictly ham. You know, while I enjoy ham, it's a bit limiting. You can't consolidate the fact that the mental fluidity is happening with this strictly ham diet. I feel stronger every day. I feel like I could like rip down a door. In fact, I have. I've ripped down a couple doors over this past week because of this ham diet, because of how strong I feel. Yes, my emotions are sort of, I would say, a little out of whack. But you know, that's the price to pay for the pure ham diet. So I can't recommend it more. I definitely recommend just eating ham for every single meal. It is a beautiful day out today, just gorgeous. Just to give you an update on the diet, I am still eating just the strictly ham. It's you know, it's doing wonders for me cognitively. It's become a little boring for me. It's become a little boring. That and I've started crying a little bit more, and when I cry, it's kind of like I'm crying. I'm crying blood, is what's happening. It has to do with the ham. I can tell. The thing is, I don't want to. You know, I'm not a quitter. Is the thing. I always go towards the end. So I'm going to continue with this ham diet. It has become a little boring, so I have switched it up in that I'm eating half of the time I'm eating just regular ham, and half I'm sort of not cooking the ham. Sort of like sushi, kind of like a paleo diet in that I'm not cooking the meat. And so it's more back to basics. It's like raw meat. I'm just eating uncooked pig. That's helped a little bit in the boredom. It certainly hasn't helped with my stomach cramps. Wow, those are something else right now. Again, it has just done wonders for my thought process. I feel like I've built muscle mass. I feel like I could just, there's a lot of the times I'm talking to somebody and I keep thinking to myself, I could rip your head off. I could rip you limb from limb. And it actually takes a lot of strength, inner strength inside of me not to do that. I'm hearing a lot of things in my head. Like I'm hearing a lot of like conversations and voices and stuff. And I think that has a lot to do with the ham diet. So again, I can't recommend this more. Go for the uncooked ham diet, just strictly eating uncooked pork. I think it's really going to do wonders for you. It's done wonders for me. So give it a try. Just want to let you guys know that I am feeling great. I hope you guys are too. I am feeling so incredibly great. Mentally, I am feeling on top of my game mentally. Physically, I am I'm not doing so well. There's as I've been stating in the previous episodes, this pure uncooked ham diet has taken a toll on my body. and my liver. I'm switching up the diet. As opposed to just eating pure ham all day, every day, I've switched over to squid. It's a new diet. It's from Japan. It is where you just eat squid all day. Uncooked squid, raw squid. The rawer, the better. Haven't really felt a change physically yet. Mentally, still on top of my game. Physically, yeah, there's a lot of problems going on. I've been having trouble breathing. It feels like my muscles are like really tense and they're contracting almost. But my brain doesn't feel like it's contracting. It feels like it's expanding, but my legs feel like 10-pound bricks that I can't walk around because of this ham diet / squid diet. I think it's just a matter of time before my physical well-being catches up with my mental well-being. So get on the squid diet. If you've got an ocean nearby you, I recommend just hopping on in and trying to find a squid. Kill that thing. Definitely kill it before you eat it. That was a mistake I made. Get that squid and start chewing. Thanksgiving. That is my favorite time to meditate, when you're gathered around the table with all your family and everyone's interacting, and I'm in a corner, just deep meditation, eating raw squid out of a bucket. That's how I prefer to eat my food, is out of a tin bucket. I like eating things out of a bucket. It feels right to me, just a strong tin bucket. I feel like my family members very much understand when they look at me and I'm not talking to anybody eating squid out of a bucket. I think they are like, wow, man, he's really doing well in life. If you aren't wetting the bed at least 3 times a week, you're really not pushing yourself to the limit as an entrepreneur. I'll have these dreams where someone will burst out of a closet, and they generally have sort of these fish faces. These fishmen come for me, and they start grabbing me and touching me all over. And this is probably once, twice a night I'll have this nightmare of these fish people coming for me, and they're ready to take me down to their watery palace. Just still want to update you on the whole diet that I'm on. Still on the raw squid diet. Still eating raw squid out of a bucket. This diet is going great for me. I'm becoming healthier now because of this. I'm becoming stronger once again. The only issue that I'm still having is I am still having very extreme, very terrifying nightmares. Every night, multiple times a night. I'm still having the dream about these giant fishmen coming and getting me. The dreams have become very vivid, very terrifying, very horrifying. It's almost like this squid diet has increased my dreams about these fishmen, and that's a little worrying, to be honest. But my cognitive flow that I'm in, I can't replace that. I'm not going to get rid of that. So I'm going to continue eating raw squid out of a bucket. Eat that raw squid out of a bucket. One thing with this squid diet is it's really clogged up my nasal cavity, so I'm having trouble breathing. Trust me on that. I'm having trouble breathing these days. Today, I am feeling great. I feel like I have so much strength inside of me. I feel like my muscles are about to burst out of me. I feel like I'm about to almost jump out of my skin. As I've mentioned before, I've been eating a lot of raw squid out of a bucket, and the results are the proof is in the pudding right now. I guess you could say, the proof is in the bucket of squid that I'm eating. Yesterday, I felt awful. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't even really walk, to be honest. But today I woke up and I felt this surge of energy. I can tell that this feeling is never going to end. And now I am ready to take on the world and not be completely bedridden with heart palpitations. So yeah, this raw squid out of a bucket diet, I cannot recommend it more. Oh my God, I feel like I could kill a man. like I mentioned before, I'm still on the squid diet. I'm still on the squid diet. Um, I f- I feel great. I feel better than even last week when I said I was feeling incredible. Cognitive, mentally, I feel so powerful. I feel so strong. The only problem is the physical thing is getting heavy. My liver is pounding. My colon is pounding. It feels like my brain is encased in fire. Other than that, I feel great. Um, it's always gonna. Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I saw a fishman, a fishman, a fishman. Starting to see the fishman. I just sort of want to give you a rundown on what's going on with me. If you saw the last video, you're probably a little confused. Yeah, that's understandable. Things were going a little bad. Things were going very bad for me. Just to give you a little, I don't know, context as to what happened last week. I sort of had what you would call a physical breakdown. Now, as you know, I was a just ardent supporter of the pure squid diet. That's all I was eating was raw squid. I was achieving incredible mental strength, incredible emotional strength. The problem was it was doing the opposite for my internal organs. They were sort of shutting down. In fact, many of them did. My liver, my colon, my kidney, and partial brain functions. They were shutting down pretty hard in a big way. So my behavior last week had to do with the fact that my internal organs were basically rotting inside of my body. But now after multiple surgeries, an extended stay at the hospital, and a regimen of medication that I'll probably be on for the rest of my life, I am doing great. So I'm sort of off the squid diet right now. In fact, my doctors were telling me that if I eat squid again, I will probably die. Just for the record, I'm not a quitter. I will never be a quitter. That's not who I am. I don't quit. I've never quit in my life. And how dare you think that of me? I will attack you if you ever think I'm a quitter. What I really think happened is I think the squid quit me. This squid is quitting my body. It couldn't handle me, this squid diet. So I'm moving on from the squid diet, leaving the squid diet in the dust. If you have stomach cramps that feel like a rat is in your stomach, sort of clawing away at the inner lining. I felt that several months ago, and I told myself, I'm just going to ignore this. But that's a warning sign because it feels like my stomach is about to explode right now. I felt that for about a month. So if your insides sort of just have like a throbbing feeling, I would walk around and just sort of my muscles, it just felt like they were pulsating. It felt like my muscles were about to burst out of my skin. That is not normal. You can ignore your physical well-being, but if you start getting the twitches, now when I say the twitches, I mean you're just walking around and you sort of just start twitching like that. The twitches were getting a little out of hand. I remember I actually took some clients to a club recently, and I brought them out, and man, I don't know what it was. It was the music or the noises or the bass, but it really sent off my twitches. So I went onto the dance floor and started just twitching. And the problem with that is everyone thought I was dancing. I just was really on the floor just like that. And apparently that's a seizure. I was having a standing seizure. Apparently very common with the squid diet. You're standing and you get the twitches. I was having that about 7 or 8 times a day. If you are waking up and vomiting blood, that's a bad sign. Yikes, that hurt. If you have like liver or colon failure, definitely try checking out the doctor. You can't really fix that yourself. God knows I tried. Again, very common with the squid diet, dealing with this whole situation. This has been a real mess. Ultimately, I consider it a win because,